So we got some unfortunate news that came out recently about Israil Madrimov after his performance against Vergil Ortiz. They ended up with a loss. Um, Vergil Ortiz came in off a terrific performance, and Israil Madrimov and his team, Eddie Hearn, has said that he came into this fight very ill and he was sick. And if they would have did it all over again, he possibly would have not taken the fight as far as been into this fight. But he said first basically Israil Madramov's manager would agree with Eddie Hearn that they maybe shouldn't have fought tonight. He had bronchitis that's why he dropped out of the bull chuck fight, and after 3 or 4 rounds he could barely breathe. And they said that was a big result of why the fight went the way it went. As far as for Madrimov, said he had trouble breathing with his bronchitis and the sickness he had leading back in December. I didn't know if this was the same sickness because it was a lot of people that was very sick going into this fight. I didn't know if that was a thing that was happening over there or reporters or anything that happened. But you know, around this time of the year, especially around the world, it tends to be pretty cold, especially in the Western Hemisphere. So I don't know. It all depends, but it's definitely not a reason why he lost. I would say that with a lot of stuff I've seen in this fight, when Madrimov was able to breathe and get things done, he just wasn't able to connect and function the way that he should have been. But also, if you're actually having trouble breathing, you wouldn't be moving that much, to be honest with you. You shouldn't be moving that much. If you're going to be breathing like that, the way he was, he definitely shouldn't have been moving that much. He should have made it a toe-to-toe fight from the beginning. That's what most people would say, and I would have to agree with that because you would want to make it a toe-to-toe fight if you do get to that situation. So with Madrimov not to really be in a situation like that to where he's slowing down, I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to give you the benefit of the doubt when you're not trying to slow down in a fight like that. You know what I'm saying? Most people would try to slow down at least, but for him to have bronchitis issues, yeah, that's definitely going to affect you. It definitely will. But also, it should affect your strategy when you're thinking about how much you should be moving to each round, how much time I got. You know, when you're sick or you're lightheaded, because I've been in a situation where I've been sick and I've done certain events or things, and it affected my thinking and the way I was moving. So I've seen certain things, but at a certain point, you know when you're supposed to be moving, when you're supposed to be sitting, when you're supposed to be standing, even if you've just been sick for a day. Even if you're sick for a day, you know how much you're supposed to be moving and not moving. We all know this. This is not something that's brand new. But at the end of the day, Madrimov, if he put himself in that position, you got to be able to live with it. Because we knew that Daniel Dubois pulled out and other guys pulled out of certain fights. And for him to have bronchitis for that many months, for 2 months straight, I don't know. That should have been something that at least should have been looked at thoroughly, to the point where he should have been pulled out of that fight. But he's gonna have plenty of opportunities to bounce back and be able to right his wrongs as far as his career. If it was a minor setback, it should be able to show in his next few fights.